everyone. So this lecture of mine is on artificial intelligence, some ethical concerns. So before talking about the ethical concerns raised by artificial intelligence, let's talk about the very origin and evolution of the concept of artificial intelligence. Let's try to understand what is artificial intelligence. The quest to develop intelligent machine highlighted the question of intelligence itself. Computer scientist Alan Turing's Turing test, designed in 1950, was a step in that direction. Brixford and Arkodas 2007, as well as many others, trace the beginning of the AI revolution to the Dartmouth Conference in 1956. A group of 10 mathematicians, computer scientists, and experts from artificial intelligence and allied field came under one roof in the summer of 1956 to lay the foundation of artificial intelligence as a field of research. According to Brixford and Arkodas, AI is the field devoted to building artifacts capable of displaying in controlled, well-understood environment and over sustained periods of time behavior that we consider to be intelligent, or more generally, behavior that we take to be at the heart of what it is to have a mind. According to Niti Aayog National Strategy Document 2018, AI refers to the ability of machine to perform cognitive tasks like thinking, perceiving, learning, problem solving, and decision making. Initially conceived as technology that could mimic human intelligence, AI has evolved in ways that far exceeds its original conception. With incredible advances made in data collection, processing, and computational power, intelligent systems can now be deployed to take over a variety of tasks. One of the critical concepts which need to be understood while talking about the concept of artificial intelligence is the difference between strong artificial intelligence and weak artificial intelligence, or what can be called as narrow artificial intelligence and general artificial intelligence. One of the critical concepts in the field of AI research is that of strong and weak AI. Weak AI refers to an artificially intelligent artifact that is capable of displaying its intelligence in a narrow field. For example, playing a computer game or guiding drones in a controlled environment. Whereas strong artificial intelligence is about general intelligence in all fields that one can come across, just like human intelligence. But only it is far beyond that it is super intelligence. One thing which is to be kept in mind that currently we are at the level of narrow intelligence. But scholars working in the field of artificial intelligence have been talking about this concept of super intelligence or general intelligence. It's not very far that AI will acquire all these capabilities which would perhaps enable it to become more intelligent than human beings. With the rapid development in artificial intelligence, capabilities and machine learning, its utility in diverse fields has also expanded. It is necessary, however, to explore the full ethical, social, and legal aspects of AI system if we are to avoid unintended negative consequences and risks arising from the implementation of AI in society. Before talking about AI ethics, I need to tell you, this is something very important, that one of the ways in which AI is acquiring its intelligence is by machine learning. There are different kinds of machine learning by which AI is acquiring the intelligence which we have been talking about, the intelligence which is enabling it to say that it is computer with the mind. The question which needs to be taken up is that if AI has become the computer with the mind, is it really going to take over human civilization? What are the ethical concerns which AI is raising? And what is the need of the hour in light of the concerns which are being raised by artificial intelligence? In the last 1 decade, AI ethics has shifted from merely being an academic concern to being a matter of political as well as public debate. The increasing ubiquity of smartphones and the AI-driven applications that many of us now rely on every day, the fact that AI is increasingly impacting all sectors, including industry, healthcare, policing, and the judiciary, transport, finance, and leisure, as well as seeming prospect of an AI arm race, has prompted an extraordinary number of national and international initiatives. AI ethics is concerned with the important question of how human developers, manufacturers, and operators should behave to minimize the ethical harm that can arise from AI in society, either arising from poor or unethical design, inappropriate application, or misuse of the technology. The scope of AI ethics spans immediate here and now concerns about, for instance, data privacy and bias in the current AI system, near and medium term concerns about, for instance, the impact of artificial intelligence and robotics on jobs and workplace, and the long-term concerns about the possibility of artificial intelligence system reaching or exceeding human equivalent capabilities, or so-called superintelligence. Having spoken about artificial intelligence, the different kinds of artificial intelligence, and how artificial intelligence is acquiring its intelligence, let's talk about some of the ethical concerns associated with the development and implementation of artificial intelligence. The main ethical concerns associated with the development and implementation of artificial intelligence are about how artificial intelligence goes on to have an impact on human society, human psychology, financial system, the legal system, the environment, and the planet, and how it also has an impact on the concept of trust. So let's begin by talking about the impact which artificial intelligence has been having on our society. People have been concerned about the displacement of the workers by technology for centuries. Automation and then mechanization, computing, and more recently artificial intelligence and robotics have been predicted to destroy jobs and create irreversible damage to the labor market. Artificial intelligence is already widespread in finance, space exploration, advanced manufacturing, transportation, energy development, and healthcare. Unmanned vehicles and autonomous drones are also performing functions that were previously performed by human beings or that previously required human intervention. The impact of these sizable changes will not be felt equally by all members of society. Different demographics will be affected to varying extent, and some are more at risk than others from emerging technologies. Those with few technical skills or specialty traits will face the most difficulties. Further, it's not only about people with the less technical skills. It's also about, how gender-related issues are also going to become a problem. When you talk about, females specifically, apart from taking care of their jobs, they also take care of the caregiving aspects. Now, if with the advent of this technological development, perhaps it's quite possible it's going to impact their future, their capabilities, and all of that. Furthermore, even if one were to say that there are potential benefits of AI, it also becomes important to ensure that potential benefits of AI do not accumulate unequally and are made accessible to as many people as possible. It shouldn't be the case that the benefits of artificial intelligence should get accumulated only in the hands of elite, super rich people who have all the possible technical skills or who have all the possible economic resources to buy these technical skills. Because if that happens, it's going to have an adverse impact on our society. It's going to create a divide between haves and haves not. Another concern which artificial intelligence is the concern pertaining to privacy, human right, and dignity. Artificial intelligence is having a profound impact on the privacy of artificial intelligence user. The privacy and dignity of artificial intelligence users must be carefully considered when designing service, care, and companion robots as working in people's home means they will be private to intensely private movements of the private people concerned. One way in which artificial intelligence is already affecting privacy is via intelligent personal assistants such as Amazon's Echo, Google's Home, and Apple Siri. These voice-activated devices are capable of learning the interest and behavior of their users, but concerns have been raised about the fact that they are always on and are listening in the background. Another aspect of artificial intelligence that affects privacy is big data. Technology is now at the stage where long-term records can be kept on anyone who produces storable data, anyone with bills, contracts, digital devices, or credit history, not to mention any public writing and social media use. Digital records can be searched using algorithm for pattern recognition, meaning that we have lost the default assumption of anonymity by obscurity according to Selinger and Hatzor. This brings up several ethical issues. What level of control will subjects have over the data that are collected about them? Should individuals have the right to use the model, or at least to know what it is used for, given the stake in training it? Could machine learning systems seeking pattern in data inadvertently violate people's privacy? This could lead to surveillance of some sort. And the scholars who have been talking about this very thing called surveillance capitalism. So if surveillance capitalism is going to become the reality, then where are we moving? That's a question which we need to raise. Another important concern which needs to be spoken about while talking about artificial intelligence is that of bias. Artificial intelligence is created by humans, which means it can be susceptible to bias. Systematic bias may arise as a result of the data used to train systems or a result of values held by system developers and users. It most frequently occurs when machine learning applications are trained on data that only reflect certain demographic groups or which reflect societal biases. Several cases have received attention for promoting unintended social bias, which have been reproduced or automatically reinforced by AI systems. Researchers have found that automated advertisement distribution tools are more likely to distribute advertisement for well-paid job to men than women. There have been also instances wherein algorithms have chosen people belonging to particular demography while doing the job selection. So these concerns are some of serious concerns which are being raised by raised concerning artificial intelligence. Another concern which needs to be spoken about while talking about artificial intelligence is about how it is impacting our human psychology. Artificial intelligence is getting better and better at modeling human thought, experience, action, conversation, and relationship. In an age where we will frequently interact with machines as if they are humans, what will the impact be on real human relationships? Relationships with others form the core of human existence. In the future, robots are expected to serve humans in various social roles: nursing, housekeeping, caring for children and the elderly, teaching, and more. It is likely that robots will also be designed for the explicit purpose of companionship. These robots may be designed to look and talk just like humans. People may start to form emotional attachments to robots. If this happens, how would it affect human relationship and the human psyche? According to John Havens, the biggest risk of artificial intelligence that anyone faces is the loss of ability to think for yourself. We have already been seeing people forgetting how to read maps. They're forgetting other skills. If we have lost the ability to be introspective, we have lost human agency and we are spinning around in circles. According to scholars like Deleuze and Guattari, what artificial intelligence or what technology has created can aptly be called as a society of control. We are being controlled by the superpower, which perhaps has this potential to take over in future. As machines increasingly take on tasks and decisions traditionally performed by humans, one of the questions which one can raise is whether artificial intelligence systems can be given personhood, or can we talk about the moral or legal agency of artificial intelligence. Apart from talking about moral or legal agency of artificial intelligence, another concern which needs to be spoken about while talking about artificial intelligence is the impact which artificial intelligence is having or is going to have on the legal system. The creation of artificial intelligence machines and their uses in society could have a huge impact on criminal and civil law. The entire history of human laws has been built around the assumption that people and not robots make decisions. In a society in which increasingly complicated and important decisions are being handed over to algorithm, there is a risk that the legal frameworks we have for liability will be insufficient. Arguably, the most important near-term legal questions associated with artificial intelligence is who or what should be liable for tortious criminal and contractual misconduct involving artificial intelligence and under what condition. Another important concern which needs to be spoken about while talking about artificial intelligence is about the impact which artificial intelligence is having on the environment and our planet. Artificial intelligence and robotics technologies requires considerable computing power, which comes with an energy cost. Can we sustain massive growth in artificial intelligence from an energetic point of view when we are faced with unprecedented climate change? The extraction of nickel, cobalt, and graphite for use in lithium-ion batteries, commonly found in electrical cars and smartphones, has already damaged the environment. And AI will likely increase this demand. As existing supplies are diminished, operators may be forced to work in more complex environments that are dangerous to human operators, leading to further automation of mining and metal extraction. This would increase the yield and depletion rate of rare earth metal in degrading the environment further. We need to really reflect about how artificial intelligence and other technologies are impacting our environment and planet. Given the fact that we have been going through unprecedented climate change, it becomes a need of the hour to talk about some of these concerns which are being raised by artificial intelligence. Another important concern which is raised by artificial intelligence is concerning trust. Artificial intelligence is set to change our daily lives in domains such as transportation, the service industry, healthcare, education, public safety and security, and entertainment. Nevertheless, these systems must be introduced in ways that build trust and understanding and respect human and civil rights. They need to follow fundamental human principles and values and safeguard the well-being of people and the planet. The overwhelming consensus among the research community is that the trust in AI or artificial intelligence can only be attained by fairness, transparency, accountability, and regulation. So one might ask whether all these gadgets, all these artificial technologies which we are using, are they really fair? Are they transparent? Do we really know what we are using? When we are giving consent to the use of these technologies, do we really know what we are giving consent to? Or are we using some of the technologies are we being forced to use some of the technologies without giving consent? If, for that matter, if there's any crime or any cyber security issue which gets arised in the domain of your internet, who is to be held accountable for those instances of crime? Who is going to take the responsibility? Who is going to regulate the governance pertaining to artificial intelligence? These are questions which have remained important and would remain important forever. And these questions need to be pondered about. Other issues that impact trust are how much control we want to exert our AI machines, or how much control we want to give to artificial intelligence. And if, suppose, we want to always maintain a human in the loop, if we are saying that we don't want to give absolute control, absolute authority to artificial intelligence, so then should it become a necessity to have human in the loop, or should we be giving absolute autonomy to artificial intelligence? We're already talking about so many automated machines, automated cars, automated drones, and all of that. Now, should these machines be given complete autonomy, or should the control still be in the hand of designers, or in the hand of users? Or, or the question which one might raise is that, is it possible that the control would remain in the hand of humans, given the fact that there's so much of black box, there's so much of things being not transparent, which we are coming across in the case of artificial intelligence. In fact, philosophers like Bostrom and Yudkowsky go on to enlist, or in fact, some of them even go on to prescribe a few requisites for an ethical AI. So what we are talking about, with all the developments which have been taking place in the domain of artificial intelligence, most of the scholars working in the field, be it engineers, be it scientists or philosophers, ethicists, or be it any stakeholder, anybody and everybody has been speaking about having responsible AI or ethical AI. In fact, all these scholars go on to enlist some of the criteria like transparency, predictability, auditability, fixed accountability, incorruptibility, and deep sense of value for human life and safety as the primary desirable traits. All these ethical traits or ethical criteria, they needs to be studied, and proper research need to be done so that AI can become ethical and can imbibe some of these traits. In all the arenas where artificial intelligence is being used to supplement or replace human decision making, there is a consensus that it must be safe, it must be trustworthy, it must be reliable, and it must be acting with integrity. And that means that it must be ethical. If we don't have, if we are not able to ensure an ethical AI, then it's going to adverse impact on human civilization, and we should definitely be wary of it. So thank you so much. For reference, some of these papers which I have used for this, PPT can be made use of. Thank you.